Okay, so we're going to start to look at creating this roof here that needs to look a little bit like this. So I'm just focused on the roof line and this wall that comes up here to a different height, not so much this filler just yet. I'm going to go around to the other side of the house and I'm going to use some guidelines here. So I'm going to get my tape measure tool, click once on an edge, and then again that's giving me the guideline that goes straight up. Next I'm going to look at creating a guideline from this top edge up. I'm just going to go 1000 millimeters or 1 meter up. That should give me an intersecting point of the two guidelines I just created. Okay, now to make this look a little bit easier, I'm just going to delete some of my older guidelines. Okay, so I can see I've just got the two at this end of the house. Now, what I'm going to do next, that's giving me an intersection point up there, and then I'm going to bring it down to this point over here. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to create another guideline on this edge, and then that gives me one to go up here and stick with the blue axis, and again maybe I'll go with snapping it to that height up there, that guideline that I put that was 1 meter up. Just give me a bit of a wall thickness that goes up to that height. And let's snap a guideline from the very corner, the furthest one over on this edge, this surface here. So snapping it from there all the way down to the corner there. Alright, so I'm just trying to create this thickness over there. So this should be 90 mil from here to here. I'll just check that. It is. So I'm hoping to create a guideline now that will be 90 mil parallel to that guideline there. So I'm just going to type in 90, enter, and if I just check that, $90 mil. Alright, so probably the last one missing over here is maybe one that goes straight up there, but I just want to check my drawing first. Yeah, so tape measure and snapping it, keeping on the blue axis, and notice I'm not going parallel, so that's why it is 93 and not 90. And we've got our geometry. Alright, now I think that gives me some pretty good geometry to run my roof line all the way down to the other end. So let's have a look at that. What I'll do is line tool. Now notice I'm not in another group. I'm creating this fresh. I'll probably make it its own group. I'm just using my line tool to go around, snap to my guidelines, and then it's filled in there. Alright, so if I am to look at this PDF, you can sort of see what I'm trying to do there. Alright, so let's go push pull. And I'm going to snap it to this bit of geometry here. Alright, so we have that roof line. Now, next, while I'm in this group, I think what I'll do is actually fill in. Actually, what I'm going to do first here is triple click on the geometry that I just created, the roof, and right click, make group, and then I'm going to add a tag, and click on this and tag it. Alright, so what that allows me to do is hide it, which is quite handy because I did want to put in a ceiling along here. So let's have a look at just creating a simple rectangle. And triple click on it, make group, and then create a tag. And let's just have a look at our ceiling. Okay, good. Alright, so we can hide that, and we can bring our roof back. And right, so with our roof we probably just need to enclose a couple of parts. So I'll make this end part here, this wall that's going up, I'll keep it in the ceiling group. So I'll just double click on that and grab my line tool. So I'm inside that group now. There we go. And can I do this? Bring it this way, and I'll go 90. I just want to see what that looks like from the other side. Okay, good, it's looking good on that side, and I've given it a thickness. And I just want to, maybe if I turn off the walls, just to see what that looks like. Yep, cool. So I want to do the same up this end. And let's have a look. Got my geometry here that I can work with. I'm still inside the wall, the group for the ceiling. Just undo that. Bring back the walls. That's what I wanted. And now I might just hide the walls. This is where grouping and tagging comes in helpful for examples like this. Being able to turn off the walls, get in here, make a thickness, oops, not 100, I want to make it 90. Alright, and there we go, that's done that. And we could bring back the walls. Alright, so now we have a ceiling is created under there, our roof is created, and the last little bit of the roof, if we look at our drawing, is this little box shape under here that is a little bit thicker. So let's have a look and see if we can do that. Alright, so in comparison to, say it's almost double as thick, so it's about 90, so I'm probably about 180. So if I get a tape measure, bring a guideline down here, 180. Alright, and I use this line here, 1 click, 2 click gives me that intersecting guideline that comes down to here. Alright, and I think that might give me everything I need. I'm just going to hit save on this, just good practice to do that. And 1 click, 2 click, all the way up here. Okay, and then I can get my push-pull tool, snap it to that. Alright, so that's looking pretty similar. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for the roof. Let's have a look at it. Alright, okay, we have that post going up. Okay, for that, all I've done is created a guideline that's 50mm off that edge, 50mm off that edge, and then I ran a rectangle from that guideline corner over to here, which is a square, sorry, it's 100 by 100. I'm now going to grab my push-pull tool, bring that up, and I'm just going to zoom in on this and just snap it to there. Alright, so you can see that post is there now, and we've completed our roof.